Today, I'll talk about just one element of my creative process, decision making. When I finish a piece and in between pieces, I spend a few days trying to decide what to write next. I always think to myself, what do I write? What do I write about? And which instruments should I write for? So right from the outset, there are these big decisions. Then I must decide what kind of piece it will be. Will it be slow, meditative, gentle? Or should it be fast, ferocious, and in your face? Will it be a tango or will it be something more abstract? When finally writing the piece, one must decide what note to use. When will the note happen? How long will it last? How many and which other notes will occur at the same time as this first note? And which instruments will play all these notes? This process can happen for just an instant. After doing this for the first event of the piece, the next decision is what note and notes will follow these. And for every moment and every note in the piece, this process is repeated. This method considers each musical event in a vertical manner as one moment following another. However, there are also horizontal decisions to be made. For example, how a melody might proceed linearly. Often a group of notes or a motive is used as the basis of a melody. If there's a motive that consists of 9 notes, possibly one may decide to use just 7 or 5 or 3 of the notes, or expand the motive to take an entirely different direction as the melody proceeds. One must consider the form of the entire piece. How many and what kind of sections of music will be included in the piece? Will the piece have 2 or 3 sections? And how will they follow each other? Will there be an A, B, A, C, A construction or something else? What keys will the different sections be in? And how do those keys relate to each other? It can be decided that an entire section of music that took days to write doesn't even belong in the piece and should be deleted. As an example, when we listen to Beethoven, we often think that the music is perfect and it could never have been written in any other way. But Beethoven struggled with many, many options about how the music could proceed from piece to piece. There's a video from 1954 on YouTube in which Leonard Bernstein discusses and plays examples of many sections of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, which Beethoven discarded. Bernstein plays these discarded sections at the piano and has a full symphony orchestra play each discarded section and compares that music to what it finally became. He also discusses his opinion of why Beethoven decided not to use these discarded sections and why the music works as it is. The electronic musician must make many other decisions when working with MIDI. MIDI is a language that uses numbers to indicate which note plays, how loud each note is, and how long each note lasts. There are numbers for so many elements of MIDI, all of which must be decided by the composer. When working with audio, one must decide the relative volume levels of each instrument and how they will change from section to section throughout the music. One must decide from where each instrument will be heard in the musical panorama. One can decide the EQ of each instrument and what electronic effects should be used to enhance the sound of a recording. There is not just one way that a musical composition can exist. During the creative process, the composer's decisions determine just one of infinite directions that the music could have proceeded. As you may absorb this overwhelming information, I leave you until next time.